I'm proud of our guys. We haven't let go of the rope in a very tough season. Um, some soul-crushing losses, and our guys they haven't let go of the rope. But it's still another level. We need to get to. To win against the best, and I think Connecticut, Arizona are arguably the best teams in the country. One of them. Just didn't have it in key moments, turnovers down the stretch, and then rebounds. And two things, as players, you really got to take personally. And I just talk to the guys about it every time I play Connecticut. There's a desperation that I really, really respect in their team and players. It's a consistent desperation. Everyone talks about the offense and the threes and the sets, but the loose balls, the rebounding is what I really admire the most about them.
Yeah, how difficult has it been to keep them, ready to?
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been really challenging. The greatest challenge of my life, I think, especially in sport. The Georgetown loss is the most embarrassing loss of my career, elementary school basketball included. Marquette was soul crushing, up 3 with 8 seconds. The first Connecticut game, I thought I'd never experienced anything like that again in my life, up 11 with 3 minutes. So it's been 3 things. It's been moving on to the next opponent, keeping their spirits high and ready to work, and learning from the mishaps in those games. It's been a full-time job to keep them ready, and we need to continue against another one of the best teams in our league on Saturday in Philadelphia.
Was Noah and Terrace part of the game plan going in, or did things kind of change that?
Yeah, absolutely. They were actually a part of the game plan going into Georgetown, but we had a lead, and I didn't. Our guys need rest. Vox, Jalen, Oswin, those guys need blows. And Neil, again, I seen him going to see a different player when he was in high school, and I left the gym just loving him. And I have to trust him, because he's a really good player. And he was really productive tonight. He does every single thing he's supposed to do. His backcourt deflection, his deflection in the half court against their high-low sets. You need to pressure UConn's passers, and he did it. Runs to the corner, makes open threes. Just love him to death, and really happy we have him.
Kim, you didn't see much of Eric Riva in the first matchup, but kind of were able to force Terrace to go take a seat on the bench, and he had to come in. What do you think of what he was able to do?
Yeah, I felt like he was out there some the first time. I don't know the exact minutes, but I have pictures of him out there. I know him well. I've seen him at Bullis High School, I think. I've seen him a long time. Good player. I mean, he got point-blank layups. The penetration of the guards got him just catch and finish shots.
What makes that ball screen that they run so effective?
Point-blank
shots inside.
The personnel. Some of them were against the zone. I felt like maybe you could correct me on that. But if it was the ball screen, it's the shooters. When we're in a deep drop, and you want to, it's an opportunity. If the shooter's coming off of it, you can create a 2-on-1. You have to go over. Thankfully, Braylon Mullins wasn't out there, because then it's impossible. They don't have any shooters like him out there, so I would love to snap under a lot of those. We should be snapping under there. Be there on the catch, don't get curled. We were chasing Caravan too much and chasing them. Now, when Malachi Smith makes 4 threes, that makes it really, really hard. Coaching against Malachi in the Atlantic 10, you don't go in a game expecting him to make 4. But when he's shooting it, you got to respect it. And then you get those 2-on-1s. And when you have 2-on-1s, it's the hardest thing to guard in basketball.
Kid, you got down to a 3-point game, a little under 3 minutes to go, and you didn't get back to 1 possession game after that. Do you feel like your group's maybe hitting a wall when it kind of turns into a half-court game over those final minutes after getting up and down the floor so frequently?
No, I don't. We have a lot of players that we put the ball in their hands in those moments. You know, today we went with a freshman. He turned it over, compounded it with the intentional foul, which you don't want. But, you know, our 2 freshmen are 2 of our best players. So it sucks, some of the lessons they have to learn. But, you know, they're out there, and they're keeping us in games. And, you know, unfortunately, sometimes late they make some mistakes.
Kim, how difficult is it when you don't have someone to consistently initiate offense down the stretch?
Yeah, we're getting better with assigning Vox or Jalen in that role, especially late game. Not having Corey, I thought, hurt us, you know, tonight. I don't know if it's concussion protocol or not, but he got hit in the head on that play. It's been an issue. It was in the Georgetown game. It was in the Marquette game. I think I talked about this a little bit ago. We're a pace team. We have multiple handlers all game. Different guys getting it in quick, bringing it up court. Late game, you want to have a guy. So it's a little more discussion than normal when you know it's going to be in Silas Demery's hand or Nigel James' or Caleb Lewis's hand late.
Jason, are you surprised that this has lasted this long? I know playing our Fashev's going to.
Yeah, no, he's close. I think he's close. He's feeling better every day. It's moving better. He's doing some conditioning. And, you know, hopefully we'll have him back soon.
Coach, there were a number of possessions on the left. There's a number of possessions where your team was very confident in taking the ball. So was that part of the plan tonight?
Yeah, we've been pretty good getting to the rim this season. And we have guys that can do it. You know, we have a lot of space out there with our guys, multiple guys that can create. We want to play fast. And so yeah, we didn't finish great at the rim in the first half, and then we turned it over in the second half, and it didn't rebound.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
It's a midpoint of Big East schedule, regular season. How would you take stock of what you've seen so far, and maybe what are some of the positives that you'd like to bring into the last half?
Well, as I opened up with very, very, very difficult losses. You know, very easily 4 more wins right there. You take it. But they haven't let go of the rope. That is a positive. You know, we've done some good things without some guys. But my mind is really just focused on, I'm searching. My mind is really focused on the things we aren't doing. And you eat what you kill in this league. You eat what you kill, and you got to go win games. And we can, but you have to be dialed in. You know, with the lead, the process doesn't change. And we're learning from it. I hope we'll see when we're in some of those similar situations, us execute better.
One more question.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.